Hey, this is Sabrina, lead trainer for Ballen Brands. Today I'm going to show you what a campaign goal is and how it works. Now we are in the campaign builder here, but if you're not familiar with how to get here, from your Infusionsoft account, you can go up into the little Infusionsoft icon. Then you're going to go over to campaign builder. From that screen, you're going to be able to create your own campaign, and that will take you right to this screen here. So a campaign goal, you'll find all the different goal options on the left-hand side, and a goal can either trigger or end a campaign sequence. It can also help move the contact forward through the campaign if they need to achieve a certain goal in order to proceed through the rest of the campaign. So it has a few different functionalities here. So some of the goals that they have available here is web form submitted. So if you want somebody to complete a web form, they do have landing pages now, which are basically just glorified web forms. They have a really nice look to them. You can have a tag that's applied to the contact, have them click a certain link. Now this link click one does have to be connected to another sequence because you have to choose what link they're going to click. So that one cannot start a campaign, but it can help move them along or end one. Product purchased. So if you have the e-commerce system built into Infusionsoft, then you can select this option here. This can trigger, help move forward or end a sequence. Quote status, that one I have actually not personally played with before, but it looks like if you send a quote to a client, you can actually have it triggered whether they viewed it, declined it, accepted it, paid it, all of that. Again, that can trigger it, that can move them along, or that can end it. Webpage automation, this one is a little more geeky, but you can actually trigger it if they land on a certain page and they're already in the Infusionsoft campaign, or if they're in your Infusionsoft system, it can help move them along in the campaign or trigger it or end it. If you want that goal to be that they landed on a specific page. Internal forms are for users in your Infusionsoft system only. So these are going to be for team members, users, not available to clients or anybody outside of your Infusionsoft. This can trigger, continue, or end. Task completed. This one cannot trigger a new sequence. It does have to be in the middle to help them move forward or to end it. This is if they complete a certain task, and this is for users only in your system because tasks are only for users in your system. So if they complete a certain task, it can move them forward or end a sequence. Opportunity stages are another one that's a little more geeky. Not everybody uses them, but if you use opportunities in your system and they move from one opportunity stage into another, you can have that trigger, continue, or end a sequence. A note being applied, if you have certain note templates, then if that note template gets applied to a certain contact, you can have it trigger, continue, or end a sequence. Lead scores are something in the system based on your user's interaction. You can set this up in your Infusionsoft settings, and if they reach a certain lead score, you can have it trigger, continue, or end a sequence. API goals are way geeky. It's very rare that you'll need to use an API goal. Programs like Plus This use API goals. So that kind of connects Infusionsoft with another third-party program. WordPress opt-in. With this one, I believe this is linked to Infusionsoft's plugin that you can download on your WordPress where they can opt into a certain form. And then that can trigger a certain sequence in here, or continue it or end it. And then this landing page submitted, this is their old landing page goal. So I use this one now if I'm going to use a landing page, but this has the same functionality as this one up here. They're just, this one's just updated and newer, has a different type of landing page layout, and it's a little bit easier to use. So I'm going to build a quick example here for you so you can see what these goals look like. So let's say, and this is going to be these are going to be the two of the most common ones that you're going to use is going to be web form submitted or tag applied. So let's start with web form submitted. And I'm going to use the example of, let's say you want them to register for a home buyer guide. You created this really cool ebook, of all of your blogs that you've written for home buyers, and you want to give them the option to download it. So you create a form. This is a form that you can then put on your website. I'm not going to go into those details on this one since we're just talking about how to utilize the goals, but you can incorporate this on your website. Then I'm going to drag a sequence in here. I'll explain sequences in another lesson here for you guys. The sequence would, let's say, email them the home buyer guide that they registered for here. Now, let's say, for example, our goal in here is to get them to click on the home buyer guide in that email. So I want them to achieve the link clicked goal before they can move forward. So the link that I want them to click will be inside of an email in here for them downloading the home buyer guide. If they don't click the link, I can put in the sequence email after email after email after email until they finally click. Once they click, those emails will stop sending. That's kind of how these goals work. Now, let's see. So I can stop it here if I want to. This could be my end goal. Or I can have another sequence that maybe sends them another email that says, hey, I noticed that you checked out the home buyer guide. You may want to also check out this guide that we created for you on preparing for the finances or closing fees or how to make a down payment or something like that. Something that would be a great upsell opportunity or another download opportunity for this. So in that case, again, you could have another click goal be your end goal because you want them to click on that one. Another end goal that we always add to our campaigns is an opt-out tag. So we have it in our system to where if somebody unsubscribes or we have an opt-out link inside the emails, a tag gets applied that would then remove them from this entire sequence. So that is definitely an end goal that you want to keep in mind with every campaign that you build. So that way, if they're opting out or they have a soft opt-out, which is basically they don't unsubscribe from your whole system, they just unsubscribe from a link they clicked in here, which then applies that tag to remove them from that specific campaign. You can have a end tag goal. Now, when you double click on each one of these, they're going to pop up with different menus to create that goal. So for the tag, I have opt out of all campaigns is one of our goals. So that could be my end goal. Email link clicked, if you double click on that one, it looks inside of this sequence for an email with a link, and it will pop up and say, hey, which link do you want to be linked to this goal? Same thing with this one here. And then with this form, if you double click on it, it will actually take you to the form editor. So double clicking on each goal within your sequence will bring you to the proper edit screen for that particular goal. So that is it on goals. You may want to play with these and see which one works the best for your needs. And if you have any questions, reach out to us at team@ballenbrands.com if you're not sure what goal may be best for kind of what you need. We're happy to answer any questions that you have. We also do build our own campaigns. We do have some pre-built for real estate and for non-real estate, so you can also reach out to us on that. And if you want more videos like this one, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Lori Ballen. And thanks for watching.